Hey, hey, hey! Shagdog, man. Ah! I'm Jammer, he's Shagdog. We are
the Spinner Swallow
Beer Review. We're doing Flensburger Winterbock German Bock beer.
Oh, yes.
There is the label in front of it.
According to Beer Advocate, 83. It's a Doppelbock, 7% ABV, and it's brewed out of Flensburger Brewery in Flensburg, Germany.
Interesting.
It's a little tiny bottle. How many ounces it is?
I'm not sure because of... It is 11.2.
Huh.
I'm not sure how close am I. There we are. But it's got the little, what's nice about it, it's got the little stopper bottle cap.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like that. I mean, you can reuse those bottles if, you know, we were in Germany, we'd give it back. But on the front, there's the cap, you see? There's the cap. So, there we go. Anything interesting about this that you discovered, Shagdog?
Nope.
No?
Nothing on that. Oh, nothing.
Oh, it does smell like a Bock beer. Got a little bit of the, like you said before in the last one, molasses.
Yeah, molasses, a little bready.
Yeah. Smells like fruity.
Yeah, fruity.
Dark fruit or whatever. And
With the bready.
yeah, I didn't get much of a head on it. And boy, it looks pale, don't it?
Yeah.
For a Bock beer, it looks kind of pale and got a red tinge, orange tinge.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Doppelbocks. I mean, there's a couple I like, but...
And, you know, the head, it just disappeared just as quick as I was pouring it. And, you know.
Yeah.
But Shagdog, it is a German beer. It goes by the Reinheitsgebot.
Right.
It says it on the back of the bottle here, brewed by the German's purity law.
Right.
Germany's purity law. Nothing other on there that I see that it says that would interest anybody. But, are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do this. Drink up, my brother. Prosit. Now that's a Winterbock.
Yeah.
Or would they say Bock beer? Or
Yeah, beer I could say Doppelbock.
Doppelbock. Isn't the one Einger one with the...
That's Doppelbock,
Yeah.
yeah.
This one seems a little watery, though. Don't it?
A little watery, bready, molassy, sweet, a little fruity, I guess. Or something.
Yeah, some fruits. Got that bitter in the back.
Yeah, it's kind of almost has a Play-Doh taste in it, too.
Yeah.
It'd be earthy, a little bit of earthiness or something.
Mm-hmm. I like how you revert back to your childhood. Play-Doh.
Yeah,
It has a Play-Doh taste.
Something you ate as a child. I used to love the taste of Play-Doh. Oh, that shit tastes great. I don't know how much Play-Doh I ate.
How, man?
Probably quite a bit.
That's...
Shit tasted good.
Maybe that's why...
Where'd the red Play-Doh go? I don't know.
Shagdog ate it again. Oh, Shagdog.
That shit tasted good. I don't know why. I just love the taste of Play-Doh.
Costs $3 a can. You.
Well, that's why my brother has colon cancer, yeah. I think he's the one that got me in it.
Oh, man.
What kind of kids play with Play-Doh anymore, huh?
I don't know, because really, when you think about it, what do they play with when they're little?
Usually toys and shit, right?
I mean, now, they're wanting to get on the video games.
Shit, they're 5 years old. They want their apps and shit for their phones.
I mean, I think it should be balanced.
I want that app now, motherfucker.
Yeah, I think it should be balanced. I think that
You can't get that app, Junior. That one costs money. I don't give a fuck. Mm-hmm. You know, it's the type of attitude you get from these little bastards.
And then they become Hare Krishners.
Yeah.
I personally think that it should be balanced. You should have a little bit of technology, but a lot of physical,
right?
Mental and physical playing.
Yeah. I mean,
and what I mean by mental and physical is actually hands-on playing a game. 1, 2, 3, 4, or throw the ball.
Yeah, we finally did get an Atari 2600. I mean, it was late in the game. They already had the other Atari 5200 or whatever the fuck that one was called. It was out already. Mm-hmm. But even when we had that, my mother was like, "You guys,
go outside.
Yeah, get outside. Go play in traffic, stuff like that." Yeah, because
I can listen.
Yeah.
Collect on one of y'all.
Yeah.
I've got y'all insured for $100,000.
I rarely. I mean, if we did play inside, it was like it was raining.
Yeah.
We built our forts, little tent city. Mm. My older brother had this thing like we were little. I was probably like 4th grade or whatever. We'd build like a tent type shit with sheets, but he'd build it like an airplane. We'd have a fan at the front, like as the propeller of the airplane, like World War II bombers or some shit. I don't know. His crazy imagination.
I can remember we had a pool table in the garage. We had the garage open, where no cars were being put in there, and we had it open for we had a pool table in the garage. Underneath the pool table was this space. I put a sheet down on both sides and all that stuff, and I turned around and made that my little fort.
Yeah.
I turned around and hung up stuff on the ceiling of the inside of the being underneath there, and on the wall of the which was
did
the
your
legs.
sister join you in any of these adventures, or?
That by that time she was older than me by 4 years, so some of the stuff she didn't join in on. Some of the stuff before, when I was littler, she joined in on. I used to climb trees, and so did she, and all that stuff. And we had a couple different forts, and of course we also took the pool table. There was an extra mattress that we had out there. We threw the mattress on top of the pool table, and we had a TV out there in the garage.
Yeah.
Old little black and white TV. And we would turn around and put the TV on and watch old movies when it was raining outside, laying on the bed there, on top of the pool table. But
one of my favorite ones with the tent. The old. I don't know if they have them down here because there's not as many basements up north, but they had the basement doors on the side of the house where they
storm.
Yeah, like the storm type doors.
Yeah.
Well, we built our tent out of sheets. Me, my 2 brothers, and a cousin came over. Out of those doors, we left them open, built tent, the sheets or whatever. And we had, not Christmas, it wasn't Christmas, it was spring or something, but it was probably summer, but we were having cookies and milk.
Yeah.
And, God, that was on Elm Street, so I had to be 6th grade, 7th grade, probably, somewhere around there. So Sean was, if I was 6, he was at 8th.
Mm-hmm.
Diddy was would have been 4th. We're eating cookies and milk, and we're telling jokes or whatever, making each other laugh. And my vivid memory of him is he's laughing so hard, milk starts shooting out his nostrils. I guess he, vomited back up. Or that's what he did. I think he vomited it back up because he laughed so hard, but he held it in, held his mouth shut, and the shit came out of his nose, started square out his nose. It was funny as hell. We're like, oh my God, you got milk shooting out your nose. Yeah, that's great.
Well, I remember having a little pup tent and sitting it out outside the house there and setting it up and everything, and I used to use that as my fort,
Did you ever wish a girl would come stop by?
Yeah. I remember being a kid and always looking for a girl.
Another good thing, me and my cousin used to, I stayed at his house. We're kids, I'm in 4th, 5th grade, whatever. We had the little green army men, right? The bazooka, kneeling with the bazooka, all the different, army men. And he'd take a bunch to his side. We'd, play in the kitchen with pennies or nickels or whatever. we'd line our armies up, and we're sitting across, like, from here to that door, and we're, like, chucking pennies like they're mortar shells or something. We hit the guys, they die. So whoever had the last man standing won, But it was kind of hard when you got down to only a couple guys. It was hard to hit
It's
that
funny,
shit.
you use pennies.
Yeah.
Me and my neighbor, we would set up the army guys, and of course we'd set it like on a mound of ants, red ants.
Oh, yeah.
The big ones.
Mm.
We'd set it around, and both armies invading everything, and we'd take turns with our BB guns, shooting the other guy's army men.
Oh.
And so, like you were saying with the penny knocking down so many,
Right.
the BB gun, you shoot one and you target it just right. A bunch of the guys behind them and the side of them would fling out.
Right. That would have been better. I don't know if my aunt would have liked that in the kitchen.
But we were not in the kitchen, probably.
It was in the winter we were doing that shit. So.
But we would do that. We did that any time during the summer, anytime.
Yeah, we used to do
down here in the winter.
My cousin was a big Star Wars fan back then. Somehow he doesn't like Star Wars anymore now. He's more of a Lord of the Rings fan now. But back then he was a big Star Wars fan, and I don't know if he watched The Exorcist or something. His mother was kind of Roman Catholic. But I don't know if he watched The Exorcist. But I stayed the night one time. He was pretending he was possessed. He's like, "I'm not Tony anymore. I am Satan." And he's going on and on, bothering me. And I'm like, if you don't stop this shit, I'm leaving. I'm not, it kept going on, and I was like, fuck this, I'm leaving. Mm-hmm. I'm leaving your house. His dad worked nights. Mm-hmm. So I'm leaving, and he's arguing with me. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. I'm by the stairs this time. I'm just kidding, Shane, don't leave. His dad, I guess we wake his dad up because we're so loud. Mm-hmm. Dad wakes up. He's all pissed, and, blaming me, basically. But I'm like, your fucking son was acting like he was possessed by a demon for, like, the past hour. Anyhow, I'm leaving. No, and my aunt's like, "Oh, you're not leaving. We're having breakfast." So they had spam and eggs or some shit. Yeah. They had spam, and I was like, "I don't want that spam." Oh, my uncle's all pissed. He's, "Oh, you don't want this spam? I'll take it." Took my spam. I think he died of a heart attack when he was like 55.
Because he took Shagdog's spam.
Yeah.
One piece of spam put him over the edge.
Yeah. I was upset when I heard that he died so young, but, shit happens. Right now, I thought about the spam incident. I was like, God, I should have ate that spam. He might still be alive.
Yeah. So what kind of grade are you going to give this Shagdog?
Not the best Doppelbock I ever had, but not the worst.
No,
it's easy to drink, I guess.
Very easy to drink.
Yeah, I'd give it I'm not going to give it a B- because it's not that good, but a C+ and a swallow and a quarter. How about that?
I'm there with you on that.
C+ and a sworder.
C+ and a sworder.
For the Winterbock.
I like it. I just don't think that it should be only 11.2. I think it should be a pint.
Right.
Have you noticed now? I'm done with the 12 ounce. I want to move it up to a pint.
All right. Well, the pint that the Europeans give you would be 14 point something ounces.
Well, that's not good.
I know. You don't get a 16 ounce from them. You get a 14.5 or whatever.
That's bull crap. What they should do is instead of 11.2, they're wanting 8. They wanting to get 8, right? They're wanting to get the 8.
Right.
So make it a. Make it a 13,
That's what Biden said.
And it'd be 12.2. Make it a 12.2.
So, why?
Because then I'd get my ounce back.
So 12.2 ounces?
Mm-hmm. There must be something about the ounce, the specific amount of ounces, because like you're saying, in Europe it'd be 14 something.
Whatever, the 60, with a pound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Must be something about it that they incur additional taxes.
Or maybe it's just that the system, what is that, the metric? Is that the metric system?
Yeah, metric.
But I don't understand how that equals out either. But anyhow.
Whew, that was an enjoyable beer. I didn't mind it.
I do not understand Celsius compared to Fahrenheit either. Because you tell me it's 85 degrees Fahrenheit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Celsius would be what, 60?
Something like that.
Somewhere around it. We don't really know because we're American.
Mm.
But 60 doesn't feel hot to me. But if it's 88 degrees Fahrenheit and Celsius is 60, that's kind of hot. So Europeans look at 60, it's like, wow, that's hot. Mm-hmm. But 60 is not even more than half.
Yeah.
Of 100, yeah.
Yeah, and then
that's
also,
why Americans win at everything, because we're a little bit more, logical with shit like that.
Realistic, logical.
Yeah, we're more into the hundreds.
You take 100 and say, okay, 100 is the most it can be.
100 yards.
If it's higher than 100, then that's really bad.
That's 300 feet. Mm-hmm. And we could divide our shit easily.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
4 quarts is what? A gallon, right?
Yeah.
That seems kind of simple.
Yeah.
100 yards. A yard is 3 feet.
Yep, I know that. 3
so
feet.
100 yards, football field is 300 feet. You count the end zones in there. There you go. A little bit more. Right? 10 yards on each end zone. There's another 20 yards. 20 times 3, there's 60. So there's 360 feet. Whole football field. End zone to end zone. Back to the other.
How wide is it, though?
Is it 40 or?
See, nobody knows.
I think it's 40. Let's check.
Nobody knows.
I think it's 40 yards wide. Actually, I think I know. Let's check. How wide is a professional football field?
160 feet. According to Wikipedia, the rectangular field of play used for
40.
American football games measures 100 yards long between the goal lines and 160 feet wide.
51 point.
How's that right?
Oh, that doesn't seem right, does it?
She said 60 what?
Let's see.
60 feet?
91 point.
What did she say just then?
Rectangular football field, the football game.
No. What did she say it was wide? How wide it was?
That's what she said. 160 feet.
160 feet divided by 3 is what?
50 point something.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
So 53.1 yards.
Yeah, that's about right then.
53 and 1/3. Yeah. Man, I thought it was always 40. So that's more than half a football field.
Yeah.
Oh.
Excluding the end zones.
Right. Gotcha.
Excluding the end zones. Get it?
Yeah.
All right, so this Doppelbock, I tell you, not Doppelbock, I'm sorry, Winterbock.
Doppelbock, but yeah.
It has that nice flavor that kind of like...
Not bad, not the greatest.
Brown.
Not bad, though. Brown, a little sugary, a little bready.
Yeah. I like these beers.
I like some other Doppelbocks better, though, but...
Doppelbocks, Dunkels, winter
they have their
warmers.
place. Yeah, you can't. I wouldn't be able to drink too many of these because
No,
of the sweetness and the sugary.
these are not the long session.
No, but
beers.
it's like a good 2 or 3 beers, sit by a fireplace,
sitting by the fireplace, watching a good movie,
good
being outside,
nightcap.
Yeah, outside with a bonfire.
Right,
you know?
a nice little nightcap, watching your movie, drink 2 or 3 of these, go to bed. There you go.
Yeah, I tell you.
Or with a big German woman, hairy armpits and all.
I'm glad we did this one, along with the other one we
now,
just did.
if you had a sexy German girl, you get her clothes off, she had hairy armpits, like some Europeans do.
Let's be honest.
Do hairy armpits bother you?
Let's be honest. A woman comes up to you. She's sexy as all get out.
Right.
And she has some
stank.
Not stank, but
musk.
Quirky behaviors, or like you said, armpit. That's not going to stop you from having sex with her.
Right.
Now, what will stop you from doing is continually having sex with her if the sex isn't that great.
Right.
And she has that.
That could be one of the reasons, like,
the sex ain't that great, and she has her hair.
armpits.
She braids her armpit hair. You
Oh,
know,
that's a braided part. I don't like that.
she's got beads in it. You know,
I know. If it was all natural. I had a girl that had like armpit hair, because I got some fine hair there. That's pretty fine shit. It's like a long haired pussy, but very fine, you know.
So if your armpit was a pussy, would you fuck it?
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, if she had a hairy armpits, I wouldn't mind that as long as she's feminine still.
Yeah.
And
How about hairy legs?
as long as she used some deodorant. Now hairy legs are different. I don't mind some stub on the girl if she has some stubby legs, you know, haven't shaved in a few days or whatever. They don't bother me too much. But if she had some hairy legs like me, I don't know if I could do that. No. That's a little too hairy, huh? Even though that's a nice fine hair. Now the one Sicilian girl I had the one time at Mons Venus, and she had the hairline going down her back. It was like right in the middle of her back, nice fine little line of hair. So I said, "Are you Italian?" She goes, "Oh, I'm Sicilian." I'm like, "Okay."
Treasure trail.
Yeah, but going down to her ass crack. But
Well, that's been the theme for you tonight.
but then when she's like, "Move it," you know, she wanted me to move my thing so she could slide on it through my clothes. You know, it was topless, but so I'm like, okay. So I went to move it with my hand, stick my hand down my pants to move it. She goes, "Not with your bare hands." I don't know where you been because I'm touching her. They let you put your hands on her boobs or whatever.
That's been a long time ago, hasn't it?
I'm like, man, you're sliding all over me. I don't know where you've been. Yeah, that was a long time ago. That was like 2000, somewhere around 99, 2000.
All right.
20 years ago. That was a good time.
20 years ago. Can you imagine that?
Wow,
I wonder where she's at now.
Well, she said she was doing that for college, so I imagine she's a doctor now.
Oh, wow. Dr. Sicilian Treasure Trail.
Yes. If you're watching, honey, Shagdog remembers you.
Alright, this has been another exciting episode of the Spiritual Beer Review. I am Jammer.
I am Shagdog. We will
return.
I like it. I like it a lot. They all got your Christmas intro, and we got 2 intros. Hello. And that was his intro too.
It's an